All right, all right. We're back. Just want to do a little update. There's a press conference update. This was a school shooting, a mass shooting. I don't know if you guys remember this girl, Natalie Rupnow. We covered it live when it happened, and the name of the school was Abundant. What's that? Abundant Christian High School. Abundant, some type of Christian high school. Abundant Life Christian School. And the father has been arrested. She went on a mass shooting. She had shot multiple people, 6 or more, I guess. Killed 3, a substitute teacher, Erin West, 42 years old, Rubi Vergara, 14 years old. Oh, and she offed herself. So that's the 3. Really 2, but then offed herself in the process. Now the father's being charged. And this is kind of becoming a thing. I almost want to say it's the Crumley effect, because I feel like the Crumleys have set the precedence for them holding some of these parents accountable. This is the father, I think, right? This is the father. The picture that I pulled up. Oh yeah, Island Thrift. She was a female Nazi. Yeah, there was a whole mess with that online. Female Nazi. I thought didn't she have a boyfriend too? Was he arrested? I thought too. The boyfriend, all this stuff and drama. Now the father. Let's take a look. Oh, before we take a look at the press conference, I wanted to play these old clips real quick from Crumley. I had this on Twitter saved. Crumley. Let me do this one first. Jennifer Crumley found guilty, mother of Oxford school shooter, charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Some parents are concerned if they're next, and some people are legit scared. No, this is going to set a precedent, so what if we're next? Some people are really shitting their pants.
Individually?
Sure.
Okay. On count 1 of involuntary manslaughter, as to Madison Baldwin, we find the defendant guilty of involuntary manslaughter.
Look at that. These spicy attorneys. You guys remember these ladies?
On count 2 of involuntary manslaughter in regards to Tate Muir, we find the defendant guilty of involuntary manslaughter. On count 3, as to involuntary manslaughter regarding Hannah St. Juliana, we find the defendant guilty of involuntary manslaughter. And of involuntary manslaughter against Justin Schilling, we find the defendant guilty of involuntary manslaughter.
They find it guilty.
You got shit in your I know some of you got shit in your pants right now.
Juror seat number 1. Is that your verdict?
Some of these people looking at their kids like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to put Timmy in therapy. Oh.
Guilty of involuntary manslaughter as to Hannah St. Juliana.
Oh man. Oh, this shit kind of pissed off some people when I posted this.
Yeah, better run. Start running now. There's a whole bunch of people freaking out on Twitter. People are upset, outraged, concerned. People are considering putting their kids in therapy now as preventive measures. They're taking their kids to the doctor now. People are getting medical professional help for their kids. It's crazy. Some people actually have to lock up their guns now in the house. It's getting wild out there.
Well, there's some laws. I mean, Ethan was older though. Ethan had a lot of problems. It's a very complicated situation, but the parents, he was neglected for sure. Anyway, there is a press conference. Let me see where I have it here. Let's take a look at the new details. You know, how many times am I going to lose this video? Oh, here it is. Horrible quality. I better run.
Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you all for attending today. On December 16th, a tragedy hit our community at the Abundant Life Christian School. Unfortunately, a tragedy that has been repeated far too many times in our country. In the days, weeks, and months that followed the shooting, our detectives and investigative teams have worked tirelessly to follow up on leads, review documents, examine evidence, and help coordinate support for the victims of the tragedy. This morning, after months of work and direct collaboration with the Dane County District Attorney's Office, we arrested Jeffrey Rupnow, the father of the shooter.
Yeah.
Rupnow was taken into custody shortly before 4 a.m. this morning and was booked into the Dane County Jail. He's been charged with contributing to the delinquency of a child and 2 counts of providing a dangerous weapon to a person under 18, resulting in death. These are all felony charges in the state of Wisconsin. He's expected to make his initial appearance tomorrow, likely tomorrow morning, and he's been cooperative with our investigation. The criminal complaint in this case was unsealed just a couple of hours ago. We know that many of you still have questions about this case. We'll do our best to try to answer those questions today, and we'll share some information with you that has been included in the complaint. We want to thank you for your patience, especially as we conducted this thorough investigation and partial investigation.
I bet it would.
Many continue to ask about the motive of this case. Why would a 15-year-old open fire in her school, murder a teacher, classmates, and injure 6 others? We may never fully understand that motive. We do know the teenager had a fascination with weapons and school shootings. She often talked about them with people she met online, people from all over the world. We also recovered writings, including what amounted to a written manifesto. It was titled War Against Humanity, along with other documents, drawings, and videos, all in her home detailing interest to mass violence. The items recovered were disturbing, they were alarming, and they would have led any average person to the conclusion of violence, to the concern of violence, rather. 2 guns, a 9mm and a .22 caliber firearm, along with magazines and ammunition, were recovered at the school. Only 1 firearm was used by the shooter. These firearms were purchased legally at stores here in Dane County. They were purchased by the shooter's father, Jeffrey Rupnow. Multiple other weapons were recovered during a search of the home. All of these weapons, including one that was about to be gifted to the same teen, were purchased legally. There was a gun safe in the home. Based on our investigation, it did not stop the teenager from having regular access to the firearms. On the day of the shooting, the teen overslept. She took a ride share to school. She arrived at 10:39 a.m. and went to the main office. After that, she stopped at a locker. She spent time in a restroom before heading upstairs and opening fire. The first gunshots were heard at 10:54 a.m. First officers were dispatched at 10:57 a.m. The call generated a multi-jurisdictional response, with the first officer arriving on scene at 11 a.m. This first officer immediately entered the building. The team began shooting inside of a study hall class, killed a teacher and a 14-year-old classmate. 5 other students inside the same classroom were injured, and a teacher in an adjacent room was also injured. As of today, 1 student remains hospitalized. The suspect then died by suicide, and one of the injured students in the room quickly grabbed the gun that was used and hid it in a nearby desk drawer. The true heroes of that day were these students in the school, their classmates, and every employee of the ALCS. You all showed courage and compassion to one another during your darkest day. Please know that you are not alone, and you will always have our support. I want to take a minute to thank every officer, deputy, firefighter, paramedic who responded to this event. Your bravery and action saved lives. I want to thank our detectives and investigative teams for all their hard work and dedicated service that they've given our community during this investigation. I want to thank our federal partners who have assisted our team.
The cars are donated $5 through
aid.
Super Chat. I thought she shot the door out and walked into the school.
I'll find out for you.
I also want to thank the Dane County District Attorney for his collaboration and the collaboration from his team. Thank you as well to the entire Dane County Victim Witness Unit for for their ongoing support of the LCS community and the support of victims of this tragedy, as well as the support from the Violence Prevention Unit of Public Health for their ongoing support and work with those affected. Thank you to all the medical professionals at our hospitals. Their care has continued for many weeks.
There was no mention of forced entry or shooting their way through the door. She opened fire in the study hall, resulting in the deaths of a teacher and a fellow student, and then took her own life. She was confined to a single area within the school.
Thank you especially to the Dean Clinic. Your willingness to partner with us on that day, aid our response, and help our reunification of families will really never be forgotten. Thank you to our Madison Employee Assistance Program and our peer support team. They continue to try to help us all navigate this tragedy that we all experienced. Finally, I want to say thank you to you, Mayor, and your staff. You were there on day one, supporting us with our response, and your support has remained steadfast throughout our investigation, so thank you. I know there's been some frustration today about the timing of the announcement for this press conference and when information was shared about the arrest. I want to explain the complaint for this warrant was sealed by the court. It was sealed to allow our staff some time to contact the LCS community, to reach out to victims.
What's going on, everybody?
And to their families. It was also sealed to prevent disclosure prior to an arrest. We would have violated the court order if we would have shared any more information than what we shared earlier today. And when we could update the release, we did. After our mayor speaks, we'll try to answer some questions. However, I want to make an ask to all of you. I know you made this ask in the written notice.
So this is the thing, man. These parents are going to start getting locked up. I guess it depends on the situation. He was charged. Let me see what they charged him with. He was charged. Jeffrey Rupnow has been arrested and charged with multiple felonies, including providing dangerous weapon to minor, resulting in the death, contributing to the delinquency of a child. Police also, he purchased both handguns used in the shooting and gave one to Natalie as a Christmas gift. Damn, this shit is just like repeating itself from the Crumley story. Christmas gift. Also a disturbing 6-page manifesto titled War Against Humanity, a cardboard model of a school with detailed attack plan. Damn, this chick had a whole attack plan and everything. Online communications with others. I think that was the boyfriend and some other people, I forgot. Allegedly planning the mass violence. What's wrong with these kids, man? What's wrong with these parents? I don't know. Just chaos, man. Chaos in the world. Have you guys heard about this story? This other story. Island Thrift sent it to me earlier. And it's about this. Oh, God, it's a Florida teacher. Why is it always got to be Florida, man? A Florida teacher. Florida teacher accused of sending 5th grade girl creepy letter saying, I truly love you. Imagine your kid comes home from school and, hey, mommy or daddy, look at what I got. Teacher loves me. A Florida elementary teacher is under investigation after he was allegedly caught telling a 5th grade student, I truly love you, in a creepy handwritten letter. Jarrett Williams. I need a picture. I gotta see this guy. I gotta see what this guy looks like. A 5th grade teacher. Imagine that, bro. Today is wild. 2025, this day and age is wild. Teacher. Is this him? I don't know. Let's see. No, I don't know if that's him. I wonder if this is the guy. I don't know. According to Manatee School District, he resigned weeks after the student's mother discovered a 2-page love letter. this is the dad in the picture. That's not the actual perp. Oh, here's the letter. Let's read the letter. Somebody posted screenshots. I was trying to find the whole letter. I don't know if this is the whole letter. It's kind of hard to find the whole thing. This might not even be the whole thing. They only posted snippets. I wanted to see the whole thing, but we'll read the snippets. Let's see here. I love that you are in my class and that we've gotten so close this year. I don't think you're that weird anymore, smiley face. I'm glad that you like school, and I hope that I play a huge part of that. Starting today, I will try my best not to smile. Oh, bro, this is crazy. Smile at you anymore. I know you hate it when I smile, or therefore happy, so I'll stop, or something. I can't read the rest. Therefore, happy. I'll stop. I hope you'll write me back, but I won't expect anything. Sad face. Love, blank, your favorite teacher. Only because I have to be. Smiley. P.S. I'll keep our notes between us and won't show your friends, so you do the same. Bro. Isn't it crazy, man? All this stuff we've been talking about with these kids, like I said earlier today, I mean, I don't want to say too much. They demonetized this morning, this morning stream, I guess. I don't know if I requested an approval, but I mean, we showed a lot this morning with the fights and all that stuff. That, I mean, the school, even though it was censored, maybe that's what it was, but between the teachers trying to do things to your kids, between the classmates beating, doing all kinds of weird stuff to your kids, or bullying, or whatever it is, the shootings, everything that's going on. And you have this too. Sounds like grooming, manipulation. My teacher really likes me. My teacher loves me. Feels special feelings for me. He made his handwriting like a teen girl's. Creep. Dude. There's a news clip too, I think. Let me play the news clip. This is some shit, dude. What's wrong with these teachers? And they have no fear, too. That's the thing, too, right? It's like no fear. You know, like, I'm going to write this note. Here it is. My name, sign it, signature. What the fuck?
What's going on, everybody? Your boy back with another one. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Female predatory teachers for now. We're going to focus in on a male teacher. 11-year-old female student. And I'm going to respond as we go along.
Appropriate letter from her teacher at B.D. Gullet Elementary School.
Aid on her side has learned that teacher has since resigned and is being investigated by both the school district and the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. News Channel 8's Nicole.
He said, "You can't fire me. I just resigned. I don't want this lingering on to me."
Rogers joins us now live at that elementary school in Lakewood Ranch. Nicole.
I don't know why they censored the teacher's name, too. I don't know if it was the parents or the news, because I would have put that shit out there. Everybody's going to see the name.
Josh Paula, the student's mother, gave the letter to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, but was able to share a copy with Aid on Your Side.
Rest assured, relax. He's in another school practicing now.
She says this letter was given to her 11-year-old daughter by her 5th grade teacher. Now, we are not identifying the student for her privacy, nor are we identifying the teacher because at this hour, he has not been charged.
Okay, I guess that's fair since he haven't been charged yet, but he has resigned. So, and I bet you they're doing an investigation over this.
This whole nightmare started when we discovered a 2-page letter.
Ann Mitchell gave Aid on Your Side a copy of a letter she says was...
Damn, 2 pages? And he 2 pages of this handwriting. It looks like a student's handwriting to me.
Yeah, it's very, very. Yeah,
he couldn't write.
Like
he couldn't write better than this.
Like smiley faces, the emojis,
like
and shit.
Cursive or something.
Well, not cursive, but that's
given
crazy,
to her
dude.
5th grade child from their teacher. It reads in part, quote, "You know I truly love you no matter what. That will never change. It's signed, Love, and then the teacher's name with a note encouraging the student to keep the letter a secret.
That's crazy, dude. A lot of fun this year and made memories that I will always remember. On another note, I will say that it bothers me when you look directly into my eyes and lie to me. You forget that I know you pretty well. When you put your head down, ignore me. This guy's fucking sick. I know something is wrong. You then typically will talk to all your friends right after you tell me something. Wow, dude.
Truly love you no matter what. That will never change. It's signed, Love, and then the teacher's name with a note encouraging the student to keep the letter a secret. That 11-year-old girl's parents saw the letter and tell Eight on Your Side they were shocked.
Incredibly upset.
I bet they were shocked. I mean, I'm shocked I even found this story. I mean, you would think the female teacher would roll a letter like this to a male student. But, like I said, I'm up females for this video. On to this perverted
this is this dad?
Male teacher.
Upsetting as a father.
As a dad, where does your mind go from there? What does that even open the door for in your head?
What can I do legally, out of frustration of being in receipt of something like this? What more could he have done to my daughter?
School District of Manatee County officials sent a statement to Eight on Your Side saying the letter was reported to the principal on March 9th. The next day, the teacher was reassigned to a non-instructional facility with no contact with students. The statement went on to say the teacher submitted his resignation on April 23rd.
So after the incident, he was still able to work under some capacity. He just can't be near any children. And then he resigned.
Which was approved by the school board yesterday. But the student's father says he wanted that teacher to be fired.
To us, we felt termination was tougher language attached to somebody that we would hope would never be in a classroom again.
Now, the fifth graders
that school didn't want to get rid of the teacher. He just took it upon himself to resign because I guess he didn't want that particular school to have a bad name because he still works.
Or he was forced to resign, too, either way. Yeah.
Mother has her own message for Bay Area parents.
We are often, as parents, teaching our children, to listen to our teachers, to be respectful, to follow directions. So that's what I had taught my daughter, and come to find out that may or may not be the right lesson to teach our kids.
Detectives with the Manatee County...
No, it's still a good lesson to teach your kids. I mean,
yeah, you get the point there. Crazy. Let's see, anything else going on? It's been a somewhat of a quiet day, a little bit, kind of quiet day. I took a nap earlier because I was just, I don't know, I felt a little tired. I'm holding, by the way, for those that don't know, this thing broke on the last stream. So I got another one coming in tomorrow. I don't know if it's when tomorrow, so you're just going to have to, if you hear the fiddling and shit, that's why. But, yeah, today, they picked the Pope. They picked the Pope, and I don't know. I don't really follow all the Pope stuff, but they picked the Pope, and he is for immigration and all this stuff. The interesting thing about him is he's an American, I guess. He was born in America, I guess. And so today, I thought I clipped it. I thought I bookmarked it. I guess thousands and millions of people have been watching for the white smoke. I didn't know that was a thing. I guess when they choose the Pope, some type of smoke comes out of a chimney. And so people, they've been streaming for days, and people have been staring for days, and today the white smoke came up, and the new Pope was picked. And not only that, there's a weird, I don't know, man. I thought some of the Catholic stuff, I know this doesn't reflect all Catholic people, but there was some type of law for Washington that, where is it at? You see, I've seen it multiple times today. Washington law that supposedly if somebody's in a confession and they admit that like they touch kids or molest whatever, then it's supposed to be reported to law enforcement. There's like a law in Washington. Confession. Washington. Child abuse. And I thought the Vatican said don't comply with that. I want to read it though before I really say too much. I thought they said don't comply with that or they'll throw you out. Okay, here it is. I saw something. I was just skimming it earlier. I didn't really get to read it. Feds call child abuse confession law for priests anti-Catholic as church vows to excommunicate those who comply. So I guess the confession is supposed to be you one-on-one between you and God. Calvin said, saw smoke in the chimney when I was at school and thought we elected a new janitor. The Catholic Church and federal government reacted with this new legislation in Washington that requires priests to report child abuse or neglect after learning about the crime through confessions. Mike Ferguson signed a controversial bill into law. So they're not happy about this. He said it will excommunicate priests who comply with the legislation, calling it anti-Catholic. So I guess you're supposed to be able to say anything you want to the priests, and it's supposed to be, confidential, even abuse, child abuse. So they're trying to pass this law, almost like a therapist. Like I think if you tell a therapist some type of crime, or you tell them, I murdered somebody, I think the therapist is supposed to go and report it, even though it's supposed to be confidential or whatever. I guess they're trying to do something like that with confessions. And I think they should report it, but I get what the whole thing that you're supposed to be able to tell anything, but you can't. I don't know. You can't just know about some abuse, and then if somebody's getting abused, you're just gonna let it go. All right, we're gonna let God take care of it. Let God handle it. I don't know, right? Like God will take care of it. Don't worry about it. Because in one sense, I guess if they know about this law, they're going to be afraid to tell the pastor. Washington lawmakers are not the first to try to mandate clergy members to report CA, especially if Catholic churches increasingly face public reckonings over sex crime. Yeah, it's been historically so many. That's the first thing that pops up into my head when I think of the Catholic Church, is the victims and priests and all this stuff, So, yeah, that was the big news today. The new priest. Let me see his face. Cinema posted. I saw a couple of people post it. Cinema posted a picture. It said, what are your thoughts on the new pope? I don't know. I'm afraid to open up the comment section. You don't want to know my honest opinion. Too soon to tell. Woke demon. Yeah. So that's the Pope. I guess we'll see. Anything else? Any Karen retrial? There's sometimes I fell asleep. I started listening to it today. I fell asleep. They were examining, or Bukaki took the stand, and I think the cross-examination started today too. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see how he handled cross-examination, and I heard all this stuff about the sneaker gate. That Diddy starts next week. Right now they're just doing jury selection, but Diddy starts next week. There was this funny kind of clip. Buttigieg, Trump had said something about Buttigieg. Short clip.
And when they took over, Buttigieg who has no clue. You know, he drives to work on his bicycle with his, in all fairness, with his husband on the back, which is a nice, loving relationship. But he didn't have a clue. This guy didn't have a clue. And he's actually a contender for president. Between him and Crockett, you can have that party. But he didn't. And
you know, they really need some decent people to run. You know, people have been talking about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith, people say he should run for president. I don't know what you guys think about that. I saw him on Piers Morgan, and I just watched that portion of it, and there was talk about it, and he said like the door's open, but he's making all this money, and he has a new like ESPN deal and stuff. So it's like, do you take it? Do you not take it? Does he have a chance with all the, you know, the political crap and stuff like that? I like him. I don't know. I don't really know his policies. I don't know anything about his political views. I only watch because I'm not really into sports. So I like how he articulates himself. I like some of the things I've heard him say. I guess he's somewhat in the center. You know, he's not crazy far left and not far right. I guess maybe somebody in the center. I guess, you know, I don't know any of his thoughts on politics and stuff like that. I've seen him. When it comes to like certain controversies, I'll watch his thoughts and commentary and stuff like that. I don't really know anything about his like politics. So, but I like him more than Crockett, because she seems nuts to me. Crockett and Buttigieg. Is that who they're really considering? Stephen A. Smith is a Disney shill, really. The only person I liked for them, which she moved on to the right, was I don't know why I can't think of her name right now. Black hair with the white strikes, highlights. I liked her a lot. She was the only decent person I saw over there, and then Trump brought her on. Let's see. Anything else? What else is popping today? Pope's background. I guess that's it. News. The doll. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. New Pope, anti-Trump, anti-JD Vance, pro-immigration, pro-refugee, pro-gun control. MAGA's worst nightmare, says Harry Sisian. Sisian. All right. I guess that's it. Tulsi Gabbard. I actually liked her. All right, let me see what's here. Oh, we got something else. Oh, I was gonna get off. We might have something. Let me switch it. Let's see. Barricade. Oh shit, we might have a barricade, pimping. I was about to get off.
Hubo detonaciones ahí en la King y la
Hola, muchachos.
Una persona se la llevaron hospitalizada, todavía llegué a grabar poquito ahí. Gracias a toda la gente y pues de ahí me vine otra vez para acá. Jonah, gracias. Agarren qué, que lo agarren qué. O que todavía no llegó mucho.
It is in Spanish, though. Nothing I can do about that. I'm gonna start a new stream.
15 patrullas de SWAT entre carros blindados y todo.
I don't know if it's over. It's just starting.
Suscriban a mi canal. Dice, gracias el demonio, muchas gracias por ese concha, muchas gracias. Olga, muchas gracias por el quiéreme. envió Cell Energy, gracias. ¿Qué pasó? Vayan a leer arriba, dice Concha, está arriba. Cocha, está arriba, está tanto por un hombre, Ross, sí, pues sí, es tanto, pero pues también imagínate, tiene cohetes, por eso es que por eso es que lo que están, no quieren entrar, pues.
Looks interesting, though. They got a dog.
Dice, están pasando muchas cosas, que Dios te cuide, todos los demonios andan sueltos. Sí, Alex, muchas gracias. Atrincherado, sí, les digo, está una persona metida, dice, la novia estará bien. Sí, está bien, sí, está bien. Estaba,
Somebody barricaded something about a girlfriend.
Aquí de este lado. El otro mismo de esta la mañana, Richard, ese otro es el mismo. ¿Cuáles calles estamos aquí?
Okay, I'm gonna transfer you guys. It looks like there's news media there. There's Bearcats there. Canine dogs. Let's start a new fresh stream for the barricade. Some people just like to watch the standoffs and stuff. Start a new stream, redirect everybody. Thursday evening. Look at this shit. Bloop. I should find something better. I like this low profile thing because it's kind of convenient because I don't like my mic stand touching the desk. I don't, because anytime I touch and tap the desk, you still hear it, but it's worse when it's attached to the desk. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to transfer you guys right now. I'm going to transfer you. New stream. Here we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. And Twitch, if you're still there, my people, I'm going to start over a new stream, okay? We're starting over.